Okay, into Red Room. I just finished a video on like pads and stuff like that, and I'm gonna go to another video about how I felt Saturday, based on an experience. So I'm working 6 days a week now. I just picked up extra stuff because I'm changing things in my life, and so I have, like, I go to the mall and stuff like that. I need to stop spending so much money thinking about it, but I was at the mall eating, sitting by myself, and two people come up to me, a man and a woman, and it's one of those religious kind of, we're gonna go up to people, talk kind of deals. Now, talking to them, I personally didn't mind talking to them, and it's the first time that I didn't brush people off and tell them no, I'm not interested, just flat out. I was open to listening to what they had to say. I kind of knew that I wasn't really interested in following through with what they were talking about, but I'm open to, at some point in my life, going back to religion. I am not religious, I'm spiritual. I'm particularly an animist, so I'm not and I'm not fixed to any animist tradition. I do vibe more with ancestral worship, understanding nature spirits, and I am more interested in learning about a particular African cosmology. Um, but I'm not affiliated with anything, right? So that's my background. That's my struggle. When I turned 18, I stopped going to church. I was a Baptist, and I was kind of just agnostic a little bit, atheist a little bit at some point, and eventually through my tarot journey was like, I'm a witch, and then I was like, no, not really, and then got more into tarot, astrology more, and now I'm more into that. But I say that I'm an animist just based on the experiences that I've had and what feels a little bit natural to me. I kind of get the idea of animism a little bit more, and I understand, I feel like, how it fits more within my life than other things. Doesn't mean that I completely rejected religion in general, but I will say this based on this experience. So, they come up to you, they talk to you, they ask you questions, and I think asking the questions helps to kind of slowly ease the conversation further and further. So he was asking questions about, would you call someone who lies? Would you call somebody who steals? Would you call somebody who does this? Have you done this before? Have you done that before? These are probing questions. And I'm going to tell you, energetically, it's very gentle, but it is pulling something away, or pulling or reaching just a little bit energetically. So we're answering the questions, we're talking about the stuff and things like that. I'm still open to it. I'm not changing anything anytime soon. And he gives me like the little booklet and talks about the church and talks about God and things like that, and prayed for me, and then left. It was about a 10-minute-ish conversation. What I noticed about that after the interaction was I felt really tired afterwards. Really tired, very drained. And that's what I mean by those questions. It pulls at you energetically because you have to think and you have to answer them. You don't have to answer them, but I'm saying if you're engaging in this conversation. What I also kind of found interesting in a negative way is how they framed God. And I was intuitively picking up on certain things. The lady was pretty cool. The guy was cool, but I could sense that he really wanted to push for me to become whatever they were, or to at least try it out. So, like I said, energetically, I felt drained after the entire thing. But what I found interesting about how they framed God was God is all the way up here, you're all the way down there, and there's very little, it's not agency, but there's this self-deprecation that I didn't like when it came to relating to God. And I don't know if that's a Christianity thing, but what I do notice about religions sometimes is that they're not very empowering. And I really felt like how he was talking didn't seem like God was the God that they went through was very empowering to the individual. And it seems like you had to very much be almost never good enough, the understanding that you're never good enough. No matter how well you do in life, you are never good enough. And I felt like that's a very hard way to interact with religion and interact with God. And I don't feel like God would want you to be so self-deprecating, non-appreciating of self if you are an aspect or form of God, being made in his image, right? And so I didn't get that whole concept, because as I've gotten deeper into ancestral work and ancestors, where I'm coming from, interacting with forms of like plant medicine, interacting with tarot, interacting with astrology, and understanding myself, like I come from the space of I am God, not I am a God. Like, you're not going to look on page 55 of the Book of Religions and see my face, but I am an aspect of God. And I didn't find what they were saying empowering. And I think that was it. A lot of people, I think, choose religion on the basis of being safe. I am choosing my belief system on the basis of being empowered enough to deal with the things that come my way, and knowing that through my association, affiliation, subservience to this larger force, that I become empowered to do things which are difficult. And even I'm able to call in other people who are able to do these things for me, with me, stuff like that. It really made me question people who are very much tied to religion, what their psychology is like, with regards to their self-development, self-empowerment, self-growth. I find that a lot of people in religion tend to have a mindset that is not abundant. Mindset is not necessarily the most prominent. It is very removed from self. It is very could be seen as very passive when it comes to the self, and very aggressive when it comes to the other. And what I mean by the other is getting the other to believe what you believe. But there's a sense of passivity on like personal growth, and then there is this sort of self-aggression and self-growth also. Like, it's both. There's this, you're never good enough, that's why this God exists, and then like, you are here but you're a servant and you keep breaking rules, and that's why you keep getting punished, and that's why this God had to do this for you, because you keep fucking up. And I don't know, and I get like people are gonna be like, what? But I don't know if I would want to associate with that. I'm just saying. And so yeah, I threw the book away because I just felt like it was negative energy. And I believe we're in the time of the cult, so I do believe that people who are particularly vulnerable will be pulled in that direction towards like larger groups and things like that. You may not know that it's a cult, you may not know that it's this thing, but I do feel like it gave off slight cult vibes, I ain't gonna lie. it gave off kind of Panopticon vibes to me. And it wasn't unsettling because I was looking dead in his eyes, but like, it just felt like I wouldn't want to do it. Like, I would be open to going, but I'm not one of those people that's gonna be like, yeah, like I'll see you every Sunday. Like, I would just go the same way I would go to a Buddhist temple. Like, it wouldn't be really like I'm gonna go and transform into this. It would be I'm going to kind of like relate and see how I relate in this way to other people and what can I learn even if I'm not a part of this, right? And that wasn't the goal of their conversation. So yeah, I kind of noticed that energetically that's how they work you. They start asking very light questions that do lead to more serious implications. And I understand that that was a way of getting at energy. But yeah, it was very draining. And at the end, I felt very tired. Very, 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 very tired at the end. So, and I've been up since like 7-ish. So it was like 3-ish or 4-ish. So it was kind of like, fuck it. Like, I'm already tired. I'm tired. So yeah, that's my little spiel on that. And it just made me aware that I need to get back into my energy practices. I have been meaning to read my Reiki stuff because I did want to put a Reiki symbol up in between us. I ain't gonna lie. But getting my energy up, grounding more, getting outside. I do get enough sun. I mean, I get several minutes of sun when I'm walking to my car and I'm in the car, just standing around and stuff like that. Your recommended dose, which is like what, 20 minutes out there. But yeah, like grounding, protection, things like that. And so yeah. All right, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I think I have one more video I want to do for you guys, and then we'll go. All right, take care. Bye.